Hey guys, this is Dustin, one of our Gennins up here in the Salt Lake office. Just wanted to let you guys get to know him a little bit more. Dustin, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm 22. Been working here for about 16 months. So besides Michael Page, I'm the oldest Gennin here, and I love it. It's the only job I've ever enjoyed doing because I actually get to help people, which not many people can say.
Nice. It's good to get to help people. What are your other kind of favorite things about being a Gennin?
I don't have to do sales calls.
That's nice.
Which I used to work at Lexington Law Firm in their sales department, so.
Okay.
I just am not a person for back-to-back kind of calls. I like to spend time with each person individually and really maximize focus on them.
Okay, nice. And compared to Lexington Law versus here, what are the huge comparable differences?
Everything. Between the service, I mean, obviously our service is much better, but we just actually care about our clients. Like, over at Lexington, they're so quick to just throw them out the door. Like, all right, we've got 10 others in line. So
right
here, it's like we fight for each sale, and we deserve each one.
We deserve it. We fight. Good. I love that. That's awesome. I know sometimes agents say, "Hey, listen, these customers are calling in." And they're saying that they're not being contacted much by the Gennins. What would your response be to that?
I usually ask them if they've been sending them emails or texts, or if they've just been calling, because most of the time we are on the phone. So it'll go to voicemail 99% of the time during the week.
Gotcha.
So I ask them to send them emails and texts. I make sure they have the correct number first, because a lot of times they're calling customer service and getting different people, and they're like, but I never get this person.
Right.
So that happens.
Right. So there's a lot more to it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I can't tell you how many calls I get a day where one of the Gennin will tell me, hey, this person says they've been trying to get a hold of you for a week. And I'm like, well, let's take a look. And no emails, no text messages, nothing from any customer service agent leaving a note. So you just kind of have to question that first and just make sure that, are they really not getting contacted, or are they just, they just
are not
need something else. They need something more.
That makes sense.
So.
Okay, well that's good. I'm glad that you were able to share that clearly with us. That's good. If you had like a message to the agents, because this is for our agent force, what would you want to say?
Just keep up what you guys are doing, because you guys are really the only reason we can do this. Without you guys, we wouldn't have jobs. So we definitely need you to keep up your hard work, and just remember, these people, they've usually been through a couple of different agencies before us, and they need that confidence that only you guys can provide. So.
Is there going to be anyone else?
Hey guys, the energy is really good in the Salt Lake office right now. This is kind of the layout over here. This is Courtney. You see Courtney? Hey Courtney, how you doing?
Good.
Good, awesome. It's Andre over here. What up, bro? This is Marissa working her tail off.
This is Alexis right here.
Alexis, Alex. Alex. I'm going to take Alex in the other room in a second, so we'll do that. This is James. James right over here.
What's up? Who's that?
Just everybody.
Oh, everybody.
Yeah, and then we got over here in this office. This is a whole other area of the office, and we got Tim in the corner over here. Hey, Tim. Just putting together a video. Tim?
Yes, sir.
Just want to say hi. Say hi to the team. It's just a video.
Hello. Hello.
Thanks, man. Awesome. So, energy's good. Okay, guys, this is Alex, one of our processors Gennins over here in Salt Lake. Alex, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Second credit repair company I've worked at before. So, actually, I've worked in a couple different companies. I used to do fraud prevention at, what's it called? Guitar Center, Musicians 123, Winter Brass One, all those websites. That's when I got into credit, because I was preventing fraud on people's credit cards. And then I went from that to creditrepair.com.
So how do you make that income based on the clientele that you get?
Consistency. Make sure to update your clients on time. Make sure whenever you get something from them, like a text, call, email, to just reply as fast as you can.
Good.
Usually when sales agents, get someone on the phone who's already signed up and say, hey, I've been trying to get a hold of this person, chances are we've left like multiple voicemails and stuff like that on there.
Okay.
Yeah, because we return every phone call that we get as what Katie wants us to do.
Good. That's really, really good. So you reach out to them.
In 24 hours, yeah.
24 hours. So, and I saw your schedule. You had basically blocked out every hour of your day
Mhm.
is something that you have to do. In
Yeah,
that time.
and then the stuff that I get behind on, I usually get behind on stuff that has nothing to do with the client. It's just stuff that I need to do the processes for and
Right.
everything. So it's not like I'm not doing work on people's reports if I'm a little behind or something like that. Everybody's still
Right.
getting their work done.
Good. So you're getting the work done. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well done. What's your favorite part about being again in at CIG?
Helping people in general. That's why I was at Guitar Center. I was helping people with music equipment and then fraud prevention, and then just every job I like to do has to, have people I, talk to and people that I help, or else it just doesn't feel like I'm doing anything.
Good. Good. That's actually what Dustin said is his
Mhm.
favorite thing is helping people, making a difference.
Oh yeah, if you love helping people, come to our part.
That's good. So you want the agents to actually send you people who want to go for several months to expect the work.
Not necessarily for several months. We just want people who understand that credit repair is a slow and tedious process. Even though some people get done within a couple months or so, doesn't guarantee everybody will get done. Just
course.
people who are willing to do what they need to do to get their credit cleaned up in general. It doesn't have to stay
Right.
with us for multiple months. Just someone who is confident and is ready to get started.
Wow. And I know you did say that it's not the concern of if the item will be removed, it's more the concern of
Oh
the
yeah.
process.
One thing I do want to say to all the sales agents, if they ask, can this come off, or how long will it take till this come off? Just say it's not a question of can it come off. It's just a question, like you said, of how many times I would have to dispute it before it does come off. Sometimes it's the first time. Sometimes it takes up to 5. Sometimes it takes more than that. And I work on my own credit too, so I still have stuff on there I'm working on.
wow.
So.
So it's a tedious process for sure.
Oh yeah, there's one item left on my credit report though. So
So that's good. Well
yeah,
done,
it's just
man.
my school.
That's awesome. That's cool. So I know sometimes agents think, okay, it's going to take 30 days for an item to get identified and
Mhm.
communicated with the bureaus, but why do we need to get in our minds that it's more of a lengthy process than that?
So what I usually like to say is 2 months. Give it 2 months. Because that's what our promise is. If you don't see deletions within 60 days, they can call their very own specialist in that time frame and get their money back.
Mhm.
So my goal is to actually get deletions in the first couple weeks. So that's why I always try to get into Experian report. That's always the easiest. But it's always good to just say, hey, if they're not feeling so good on it, just be like, they promise that you see deletions in 60 days. Let's just give it a try.
Okay.
Don't try to well, this is what you need. This is how to do it. Just be like, well, like I said, they promise deletions within 60 days. That's if you need to say that on the call, if you're going to lose it or something like that. And most of the time they're like, okay, all right, let's go, let's try it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good. I love that you said that. That's good. Is there any last messages you want to say to the agents on what we should do, how you're feeling about it, stuff like that?
Yeah. Us Gannon, we're never angry with any sales. Like I know some of you, like you hear our tones and we start thinking that we're angry. We're not angry at you. Chances are, if we have a tone where we're just like a little bit fed up, it's just because we talked to a client who we've done work for a month or so and is willing to not pay us. And all that. So it's never like we're angry at you, or anything like that. It's just
That's good to know.
our clients have a history of not paying their bills.
Good. I love it. We're all a team.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex. That was really good.
Yep.
Gordon,
Yeah. Yeah. This
this is
Andre,
my son.
guys.
This is my son
This
from
is my
another mother.
long lost daddy. So Andre, tell the South agents more about you.
So I'm old and I got 3 kids and I love it here and I love to harass Johnny Boy
Yes.
and you guys are awesome.
That's a good message. I love it.
Yeah, you guys.
So they have this gong that they hit whenever they hit a sale. Yes, we are. This is Marissa.
Okay, this is what we do when we get a sale because we're winners. That sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That's
thanks,
a win.
Becky.
Woohoo!
It's a win. And then if somebody asks, they say, "Oh, it's because somebody just got into a home." So
Yeah.
I love it. That's okay, guys. This is Michael, which is Steve Page's son, which is really cool. Michael, tell us a little bit more about yourself. Tell us about yourself.
I've done this for a while, I guess. I originally started doing credit repair like 4, maybe 5 years ago. In there,
Wow,
so
that's amazing.
yeah. So I've kind of just been I don't know, used to it, I guess.
Well, yeah, especially with your dad. That's awesome. Yeah. What did you do before Plus One and before?
Before
Credit
Plus
Innovation Group?
One, I was still with credit. I was with Century Credit Reporting, which was basically started by my stepfather, Steve, like my dad, and then that just ended up falling upside down,
I see.
basically. So I went to another place, to a guy who was promising all these things like raises, didn't pay me, didn't
Really?
pay me my team.
Shoot.
And
Wow.
Marion literally just like came to our rescue. Had no reason to work with us whatsoever because we just came there with this huge mess, huge dead weight client mess. But he worked with us and actually, yeah, really made it possible.
It
So.
made it possible to pick it up and create Credit Innovation Group. And,
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's good.
Yeah.
So you partner with you, and what would you say is kind of your favorite thing about your job and working with the customers that we send you?
The most that I like is the legitimacy about it, where it's not me pretending to help people
Right.
or saying I'm helping people, but I'd say no for a fact. Like when we get somebody from the team and that same person actually gets a house or doesn't go homeless, that's why I do this. You know?
Wow. That's cool. So we really are helping people.
Yeah.
Can you share like an example of maybe a couple experiences you've had with customers who were like had an amazing experience with us? What kind of maybe testimonies that our agents can use in a way?
For example, I guess I was working with this one. I can't remember their full name, but they were trying to get a truck. It was a girl who wanted to get a truck,
Nice.
a semi truck, like literally.
wow.
So when she got it, she actually ended up emailing me pictures of her truck and everything, and just
No
like
way.
it's just surreal.
That's
basically.
cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So you had really good experiences with that. You've enjoyed your experience, obviously, and we hope that we as agents can make your job easier too. But what kind of message would you want to send to our agents of like what we can do to either help you or what you're happy about, things like that?
Well, definitely been doing a lot better on there. I know that we had a little bit of false starts with just not a select like few names, but like just like I don't even think they're working with us anymore.
Okay.
But just people who were just promising and saying, hey, if you just stick with us for a month, you're good, and that doesn't do us any favors.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Where it's like it goes a lot further than that. I have not had that problem.
Good.
With any of the people currently.
Good.
At all.
So it's good so far. Awesome.
It's been good so far. We want to make sure that they have the expectations because sometimes people don't want to give them the real expectations, which is this is not fast. Because people have the idea, okay, 60 days I'll be in that house. It's like, no, 60 days you'll see results.
Right.
Probably before then. But people think, well, if you give me results and I'm still not happy in 60 days, I get my money back. No. It's if we get results. Or, sorry, if we don't get results. Which very seldom ever happens.
Right.
We always have something to give people. And sometimes they have the impression, I'm going to sign up, get results, and then in 60 days I will get my money back. And it's,
Right.
no. Doesn't work that way. Sorry.
Doesn't quite work that way. Yeah. And this is good for us to know. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And then just, I think we're still getting the whole rent-to-own thing clarified, almost, because we were all very confused by it, because
Good.
we were told, well, they're going to get listings, then, well, your processor's going to send you confirmation, which was a little confusing, because we were not told this, but I guess we finally
we
got
have been
some,
fixing that.
yeah, we
Good.
finally got some clarification
Good.
about that.
Good. So we're all working together on that. I'm glad.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then my opinion with even though they're telling you you don't have to get the social and date of birth for the rent-to-owns, it helps you just to solidify it. It's not usually an issue for me, but there are the cases where someone's like, I don't want to give you my social, and then the wholesale just
Yeah.
basically.
So I'm gonna strip that for you guys, so you can have RTOs grabbing the data birth and social.
I mean, just for solidity. I mean, just
Yeah.
for something to grab onto, because
Okay.
it's like, if in the very least to get out of it, don't tell them we don't need your social today, we don't need your date of birth today, because sometimes they'll be like, well, so and so told me they don't need that.
need it.
It's like,
I see.
yeah, but it's your credit report.
Good
Why would I not need that?
Right.
It's your credit
Right.
report. But yeah,
Good.
that's basically it.
Well, you're a cool guy, and we really appreciate you
Oh,
and your
thanks.
own work.
I know I sound grumpy on the phone. That's just how I talk. I promise.
Yeah, Mike's a pretty cool guy. So thanks, Michael. I think that's everything.